ago, my life looked like this. Or not. All right, it looked like this.
Yeah.
I was conflicted with myself, meeting expectations but feeling trapped, till I had this life-threatening accident that led me to over a month in a bed. I couldn't even get up from by myself. I survived this episode feeling stronger than ever because it made me realize I was allowed to change what could be possible for me through self-innovation. This is what I want you to consider here today. What could happen in your lives if you flip a switch in your heads? In the natural drift of life, we often fall into roles we play that we have not invented or created by ourselves. Somehow we just arrived at these identities. Take me, for example. I was born a little girl. Minutes after, I was given not one, but 3 names I didn't choose. And then my parents chose where we lived, what I learned, and so on. That happens. We don't get to choose. So who we are today is filtered by a series of stored data. Decisions are made in response to something you were told or taught, a past experience, etc. But that's not it. Think about this. Did you know each one of us has around 70,000 thoughts a day we don't even pay attention to? And if we do, for the most part, are like negative little voices inside our heads. Yes, you might be doing it right now. And it is something like, what is she talking about? I shouldn't have come here. I bet I won't win the raffle. Yeah, this persuasive negative thoughts, as the stories in our heads usually support procrastination and fear, keeping us from doing what we're truly capable of. But what if I told you that the beginning of innovation is dealing with this? What if you set aside all these stories that gave you an identity and silence these negative thoughts? You could become aware that this so-called self is as arbitrary as your name. Back to my example. My parents chose Carla, Lily, Viviana. Could have been any other names or just one. Yes, so recognizing that we're not an absolute and another whole idea of self is available gives place to the possibility of self-innovation through a positive mindset, free from fear and stories in our heads. It's a switch from something like, no, I can't do this, that's the way it's always been, to something more like, what if? Why not? Let's do it. And if you do, imagine, what future could you create now? I remember how it took me like half an hour to climb 8 steps after my accident. But it was a step-by-step how I defeated that fear and realized what I'm truly capable of. So today, I believe that the actions needed to improve lives anywhere ain't gonna come from a breaking through event we'll hear on the news anytime soon. But instead it comes from each one of us flipping that switch, embracing self-innovation, and to achieve a greater value that could be spread to your families, our organization, the world. I know. I cannot simply say be innovative and expect an immediate result. It takes time to build. But that's why the best time to start is now. Thank you.